Hello, I'm Key Costego, and this video series has a content warning. If you're somewhat sensitive, please go watch some other stuff on the channel. And if you're good, let's get into it.
So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
I feel like you're bluffing. Take the princess with you?
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Ew.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
Yeah, she just twitched. Poke, poke, poke.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
I'm one of those people who gets like I'll see somebody accidentally cut their hands or something and my hands hurt. My neck hurts. Leave the cabin and claim your reward? What's my
Open the
reward?
cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
I got a head.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Real visitor, talking heads, okay.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
Yeah?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Oh, so she's happy. Okay.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Aww. Let the entity take you. Ah, believe she seemed happy with it. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Let's just approach the mirror. I'm done with my inner voices. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
The voices feel small, distance as you approach. Let's gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet. Let's go to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think anything is real out there, or do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, Nothing can't exist.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
True. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but the one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Maybe. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight
I'm
answer?
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
That's usually what I tell you, people. I'm like, if you don't want a blunt, honest answer, don't ask me anything.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
I think I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay, so I just
will
need
be
one more.
here, waiting for you.
Okay. Everything goes dark and you die. Okay, we got a clever heart for her.
You're on a path.
Yeah. Cabin.
You make your way.
Cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost...
I have to take
You
the
take
blade. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement...
I think we'll go same sort of path where she's chained up. I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Yowie.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kinda gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't.
I'm trying to get to that same
She hesitates
side.
before. Don't just tell her that.
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world.
Explore a relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other.
Okay, we talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Okay, I'm getting out of here. Examine the chains.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains,
Check upstairs. Return.
You make your way back to the box.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment.
Yeah.
you
Approach
place the
locked
blade
door. Warner.
Stop that.
I'm not allowed to resist. Guess we're slaying her.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
Haymaker?
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. So, the tower. So, we got to a different area.
You're on a path in the woods, and
We're gun tabbing.
a warning before you go any further. She will lie. We might as well just
The
pledge
broken.
ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Probably not, my dude.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Nope.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
That's called pessimism.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree.
We'll see
If
what
she's
the options
wrongfully
are.
imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her. Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please
Valid point.
try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
I love making things
If
harder
that's
than
what
they have
you
to be.
want. I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and there's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
He truly is broken.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Okay. I care about whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror.
As do I. And yeah, there is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. This really isn't funny.
Wait.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
I do.
We should count ourselves lucky.
Some things are better left unseen.
Aw. Enter the
No blade
basement.
this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
I'm guessing she's a
You
giant.
shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Getting downstairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Very pretty.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Why?
Kneel.
Sure. Sure.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new.
Yeah.
And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. We've been here before, and we've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
Yeah, I'm starting to get that
But the
vibe.
point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
I don't know.
Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Be rude. Of course she can.
Don't be rude.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
Agreed.
That's exactly why it's rude.
We should know our place.
We should know our place. Oh my god.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
Okay.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Okay.
The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There is an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Can I be a cat? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Sure, honey. Whatever you say.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high, not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me.
What?
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I
don't care what you are. You're mine.
Did she just kill the narrator?
Bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Did she take my narrator? Or is she the narrator? Wait, is she both of them?
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
That would make sense. I'm probably wrong, but are they the same thing? And what if I don't believe? What happens then? I have to, it's over, I'm sorry, break her chains. What if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
Please, Don't do this.
I have to. It's over. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
I mean, being the pet bird to a god doesn't sound like it's the worst thing to happen to this man. What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Take her hand. You pledge your loyalty to your obedient servant. Okay, the hand snatched her. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. I don't want to look at us.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, you see it, a figure, a faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, spitting the image of the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass.